Last time on the Wizard Cast.
Dear Diary, another day, another series of waking moments drag past my vision. Food no longer has any taste, nor does sleep bring any rest. It's been 46 days now since I've last heard from Mark. Without a word, he has disappeared from my life. The joy has been sucked from the marrow of my bones. I do not know how long I can continue. Without the Wizard Cast, my heart is weary, my days dreary, and my outlook bleak. My only hope is to go to Chicago for the World Tour, alone, forever alone, but in hopes that something will rekindle my spirit. Mark? Hey, Mark! Mark? I know it's you, Mark. Where have you been?
Hi,
It's been
Brian.
46 days. 46
Has
days,
it?
Mark.
Has it really? No. I saw you last week. We talked, didn't we?
No, we talked 46 days ago.
Okay.
46 days since the podcast,
So
Mark.
I've got
Where have you been? We
I've
had
got
supposed to be recording every other week.
Yeah. Well, you know, we could record something while we're here. How about that? Does that sound good?
I guess, yes. You're not answering my question, but
All right, let's roll.
And now the conclusion of the Wizard Cast.
I'm Brian Kwong.
And I'm Mark Ross.
We're Salesforce experts that love talking about technology and Salesforce.
We also love humor. Doesn't mean we're actually good at it.
In the Salesforce community, I'm known as the Salesforce Wizard, likely due to me wearing a wizard hat at Salesforce events.
And I'm known as Salesforce Yoda for pretty much the same reason.
You should see the ears.
We have a passion to help educate and entertain people.
So we've joined forces to create WizardCast.
We've got tips and best practices,
We talk with interesting people.
all mixed with quote-unquote jokes and humor.
Welcome
To
the
the
WizardCast. Mark,
I'm busy gesticulating.
so this spring I bought a big bag of birdseed like you do, but I'm a little worried.
Big?
A bag of birdseed.
What are you worried about?
Well, I planted all of it, and I've been waiting for the birds to come out of the ground, and they haven't happened yet.
I want to take that wizard hat right off your head and put it someplace I can't mention on a live podcast.
So we're at the Salesforce World Tour here in Chicago at the McCormick Center, and we thought we'll give people an insight of what's it like to be at a World Tour. So the first thing is, if you're podcasting, you're carrying around a little podcasting device and a weird microphone, and Mark forgot to bring his, so we only have one to pass between us. So that's why you won't hear Mark as often.
Also because Brian is a poopy head and won't share the mic because he's a dingle.
So anyways, one of the things that we have here at the wonderful World Tour is they have a series of Ask the Experts. And these are staffed by Salesforce personnel, but also MVPs and user group leaders. And right now we're standing in front of the best practices for admins that are being staffed by Dale Ziegler.
He's doing a demo right now. We can't ask him something. He's busy.
Yeah, I was going to ask him something. I was going to basically report live that Dale is sitting and talking to a person and answering her report questions.
There you go. You heard it here first. We've got a guy who's manning a booth. There you go. Congratulations.
You make this sound so boring.
I'm just saying. Look, maybe we should go find somebody we could talk to at the moment. I love Dale. Don't get me wrong, but
We could always find other areas that are completely remote. So you know, one of the things that you can find when you're at the World Tour are lovely people at Salesforce like Rachel.
Hello.
And Rachel, how would people potentially have known of you?
You may have seen my work on Twitter. I am the face behind the Salesforce Admins, Awesome Admins Twitter account.
So every time Awesome Admin retweets you, it's because of Rachel.
Yes, it is.
So Rachel, Mark and I, we do a podcast called the WizardCast, which I'm sure everyone knows about, unless, you know.
everybody who's listening to this anyway.
That's true. If you listen to this, you know this. So we're here at the World Tour, and so we're trying to give some insight. What's it like to be at a World Tour for people who've never been to a World Tour? Because let's face it, not everyone can go. So what would you say, how would you explain the World Tour experience?
It is the best kind of chaos you can imagine. It's overwhelming and it's vibrant and everybody is so welcoming and friendly and there's something going on everywhere you look. It's been an exciting day.
Maybe the second best kind of chaos because there is Dreamforce. Right?
Oh, that's true. But I haven't been to a Dreamforce yet, so I still have that to look forward to.
Oh, yeah, you're in for a treat.
Because especially she's probably going to be working at Dreamforce.
Oh, yeah, you'll be busy.
It's been nice knowing you, Rachel. Hopefully you survive the tours and Dreamforce come November.
Thank you. I hope to see you after Dreamforce. I'll be a changed woman.
So the other thing you can actually run into when you're at World Tours are potentially MVPs. You know, like Mark's an MVP, I'm an MVP, and I'm pretty sure this guy's an MVP. And you hear that. I mean, that was a resounding yes.
There you go.
Yes, I am an MVP. Hello, everyone.
And this is, I'm sorry, what's your name? I forget.
Kaiser Soze? No. It's
Kaiser Soze. I'm pretty sure you have a shadow of something.
Yeah. No, it's Nick Panter. Nice to meet everyone online in this podcast.
So, Nick, why do you come to a World Tours?
I've actually, for the last 4 years, I've been trying to go to as many World Tours as humanly possible. It's great to interact with community members, answer questions that you can for people, and to help out at the admin meadow.
Well, I'm laughing to myself because we can see Sassy, Cody the Bear, and Einstein walking by. So here we are. We're standing in front of Sassy. How are you doing, Sassy?
That's an amazing amount of enthusiasm.
So sometime you'll have to do the interpretive dance version of this interview, and we'll air it on YouTube or something like that. And, of course, standing right behind Mark, we have Cody the Bear, and then Einstein. And Cody, I have to say, you're a lot taller in person.
Whoa, Cody, watch your language, man. This is kids listen to this, man.
Kids listen to this?
No, probably not.
Maybe kids in spirit.
Maybe children who are listening while their parents are listening in the car. And
let's just cut and just say maturity level. Yeah, kid maturity level people. Thank you for the interview, Sassy and Cody. We appreciate it. All right, so we have a series of Ask Experts. We have a whole bunch of cool community people. The other thing that's here is a whole bunch of vendors. And we would go talk to you, those vendors, except for they're not paying for sponsorship positions. And we don't do sponsorships. We do fake sponsors. That would be really weird.
Seriously, at this point, we might as well talk to him anyway. I mean, what is a sponsor? What is a sponsor, Brian? What is a sponsor? I don't even know anymore.
A sponsor is a friend that holds your hand through the troubled times and pays off your bank accounts when your web hosting and podcast hosting bills come due.
That's a really different version of the 12 steps than I'm used to hearing.
All right, I have no response to that. The other thing, we have a developer theater. We also have an admin theater. We have someone who's doing absolutely nothing and Ask an Expert booth, so we can go ahead and ask him, what's it like to staff and Ask an Expert? Who are you, and why do you do it?
I'm Ryan Headley, and because I'm crazy.
It's Headley.
And you know he's crazy because he's wearing a crazy cowboy hat. I mean, who comes to Salesforce events and wears a weird hat?
Me and you.
It's
far weirder.
Mine is not weird. Mine's just pointier. So Ryan, why are you staffing an Ask a Booth? It's not like you work for Salesforce. Why are you here?
Because I love to help people. I like to get them the answers that they want and need. Need. Maybe not want, but need.
Okay. So what are you actually trying to answer these days? What are you staffing?
I am staffing, I had to look at it, the process automation booth. I'm staffing the process automation booth so I can help people automate.
We don't. Tell us about process automation. We as people who have worked with Salesforce have no experience with process.
What's automation?
You guys, I am talking to the two primo people here with Flow, right? You should be on this booth. I should be like on a beach.
Yeah, you're a coder, man. What the hell are you doing?
So Ryan, I have a process that calls a flow, and I'm trying to do an import of 1,300 records, and I keep getting the elements of too many SOCL queries due to that process not firing. How do I fix that?
Ask Brian Kwong.
That's the right answer. Congratulations.
Thanks, Ryan.
You're welcome.
All right.
Guys. Have fun.
So there are also theaters where various people are giving presentations. As a matter of fact, Mark's going to be giving a presentation at what, 3:30?
3:30. Yep.
Yeah. What's your presentation on?
Introduction to Flow, ironically.
Really? Well, I'm presenting at 4:30.
Oh God, it's an Astro run by. Oh,
Hi, Astro. How are you? Astro just waved. So Astro, for those, is the very cute mascot for Trailhead. Oh, it's adorable.
Okay, I'm gonna call this right now. Chris Duarte, are you in that suit? Is that Chris Duarte?
The hair is the same.
I mean, the hair is the same. It's no. Okay, fine. All right.
No, apparently it's not Chris Duarte. Astro could be lying.
Could be lying. Yes.
The handler said Astro doesn't lie. And I'm giving a presentation at the Admin Theater at 4:30. What
are you presenting on then?
5 tips on launching Lightning Experience.
Oh, how's that going for you?
I have 5.
Oh, good.
And they're kind of tips.
There you go. They're tip-shaped.
I've done the presentation once, and it wasn't a total failure.
They're tip-shaped and lightning adjacent.
Yeah. It's not automation, so it's kind of weird for me. So if we were going to talk to a vendor, who would we talk to?
I mean,
should we talk to the Squid folks? They're funny people with hats.
They are funny people.
Let's go talk to the Squid. They're over here. They're conveniently located. So here we are. We're standing at one of the many vendors here, which is how do you pronounce this?
That would be Squid.
Isn't Squid with a Q?
Squid is with a Q, but not this Squid. This is Squid, the scalable kit for user interface design. And Squid.
Having had experience in retail, I can't help but look at this and think Squid.
Yes. Which is why we have the visual aid, my hat, which would help indicate Squid.
See, it's another person wearing a weird hat. I mean, what is it? First it was Ryan Headley, and now it's Scott from Squid. What's everyone wearing weird hats? It's like, I don't know, someone started a trend.
Yes, they did.
What a fraternity to be a member of.
All right. So we're trying to give our 3 listeners an idea of what's it like to come to a tour, because not everyone can come. So we mentioned, we have Ask the Experts, we got some theaters and stuff, and of course we have vendors. So why do you come to tours? What's it in for you other than, wearing fancy headwear?
Yeah, there's a few reasons we like to come to the tours. One of which, of course, is because you have a smaller, more intimate environment than you do with like a Dreamforce, where we get to have good, meaningful conversations with our joint customers, Salesforce and Squid. So we get to hear what they're looking for, what are their projects, what are their needs, and then, of course, we also get to introduce Squid to them or explain a little more what they can do with Squid.
And I would ask you what Squid does, but since you're not a sponsor of the podcast, that would be really weird to do, right, Mark?
Just ask him. You know you want it.
So what does Squid do other than provide oil and ink?
That's the old Squid. This is the new Squid. So this Squid with a K, the scalable kit for user interface design, what we do is allow people to do deep customization or even create new applications within or on top of their Salesforce environment. And you do this without coding. So it enables the Salesforce admin or even a business analyst to prototype or create these new apps as opposed to an IT backlog that could take you a bit longer.
All right, Scott. So if our listeners want to learn more about Squid, where should they go?
Well, they can go to squid.com, which is SKUID.com. That would be one place, but you can also go to the App Exchange. We're prominently featured. You're going to be able to easily find Squid, watch demo videos, download a trial that you can install into your developer org for free, and begin developing apps.
Well, thanks. I would say, though, my first experience with Squid was the fact that they had an employee of theirs dress up like me for Halloween one year.
Wow, that must have been Andy Golden.
I'm pretty sure it was Andy. It threw me off because I forgot it was Halloween, and I just started a new job, so I was thinking, who's this guy who's ripping off my hat and saying that I'm coming to their headquarters? And then someone pointed out that it was Halloween, and it was a costume, and I'm like, oh.
Well, I'm so sorry. I hope it wasn't slander or libel or whatever any of those things are. I hope he represented you well.
Any of those legally binding things?
Yeah, my attorney's still working on it. We'll get back to you, Scott.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, so there's vendors. What else can we do at a tour, Mark?
We can actually talk to the actual Salesforce demo stations.
There's Salesforce demo stations?
Right, they have the various clouds and things.
We're near the front of the tour at this point, and there's a whole bunch of different places, including some places to sit down. It looks like there's a booth about Quip.
Quip, yeah, right over here too. They got a theater. There's a Quip theater.
And there's an area here for Sales Cloud. And I was looking over here at the Lightning Landing earlier today, and I was talking with, I'm pretty sure it was a product manager.
Very nice, very nice. They've got Einstein set up.
Well, oh yeah, so we can actually take a look.
Let's talk to him. Let's talk to this gentleman.
Well, first we have to let him know we're live recording, so we're doing our podcast. So if you have a problem with that, let us know.
I don't think I'm allowed to be on a podcast.
That's what I figured.
No worries.
That's what I figured.
So we would have talked to him, but he's being very responsible.
No. You guys, it was an amazing interview, but then public relations came over and said that it hadn't been prior approved. So we're going to have to scrap it. I mean, it's amazing you learned everything you could possibly know about Einstein.
Yeah, Scott was the best. I learned so much from Scott.
Yeah.
Thank you, Scott.
Scott, I am so sorry we're going to have to scrap that interview. But you know what we should do, Mark?
What?
We should find someone that knows Einstein and have an episode about Einstein.
We should do that. You think we could probably... I think we could do that.
I think we could do that.
Yeah.
So other things you can do is you can run into wonderful user group members like Jennifer.
Hi, I'm Jennifer.
And what user group do you belong to, Jennifer?
The Wisconsin user group.
Woohoo! I hear that leader is fantastic and amazing.
I also hear that the co-host of Salesforce Saturday is awesome and amazing.
What's Salesforce Saturday? Mark, do you know what Salesforce Saturday is?
I would imagine it has something to do with Salesforce, but on the last day of the week.
You mean Sunday?
What kind of calendar are you following?
Or Monday's the first and the worst day of the week.
This is America.
Well, in Wisconsin, Salesforce Saturday is the third Saturday of every month. Excuse me.
3 Saturdays a week. I love it.
If only. It's a place where we can get together and concentrate on Salesforcing for ourselves.
Is that just a Wisconsin thing?
It is not. It is coming up nationwide.
Is the word Salesforcing a Wisconsin thing?
That's just a Salesforce thing, right? Don't we all say that?
I don't think I do.
I say you're just weird. So Jen, if other people wanted to see if Salesforce Saturday was in their area, what would they do?
You could ask your local user group if there is one, or you could check Twitter feeds, or
Start your own?
Start your own. You could start your own. That's exactly what we did.
Yeah, because Salesforce Saturday is essentially the capability where you say, I'm going to carve out a day a month to focus on what I want to do for Salesforce, not what my company wants or my boss wants, but what I want to learn.
That's right, Brian.
I feel like a terrible reporter in the field. Now I know how those Daily Show folks feel like.
You're just terrible.
That's very true. Thank you, Jen.
Thank you, guys.
And if people want to talk to you about Salesforce Saturday, how would they reach out to you?
You can find me on Twitter. It's Juniper Upon Hill.
Juniper Up on Hill?
Nodding heads don't work really well in an audio format, but thank you very much. I don't think we're going to have almost anyone from Salesforce who would be willing to actually talk to us without being pre-approved. But, you know, we have a place where you can actually get swag. We have lightning... Swag.
Swag?
Such a jerk. So there's an area where you can actually sign up for a lightning evaluation and consultation. Gerhardt's behind you.
Whoa, he moved fast. Ninja confetti.
And Mark threw me out of my groove.
You have a groove?
I do, and it's groovy.
How are you going to get your groove back?
So there's a booth for signing up for a one-on-one Lightning consulting. So if you're not sure if Lightning Experience is ready for you, you can come here and they will actually help and talk to you through it.
Or consult your doctor to see if Lightning is ready for you.
Lightning may have the following side effects.
Oh, okay, no. We don't want to scare people away.
Requirement to save reports prior to running.
Now you've thrown me off.
They're required to have all your closed statuses on your case page layout.
Opportunity splits.
If you're unsure if Lightning Experience is right for you, talk to your doctor. See a professional. And remember
that your doctor will probably give you a really funny look and say, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
At the very least, you should try it. I mean, Lightning Experience has a lot of good things. It's not for everyone yet, but everyone should constantly evaluate it every release.
Exactly. And frankly, Summer has done vast improvements. We'll probably do another Lightning episode at some point in the future.
Yeah.
It is. Summer made it like a real thing now. It's a real boy.
So, I mean, there's tons of people here. I mean, I can see 3 people right here. We got Michael Gerhardt, we got Michael Orr, and we got Kavinda Patel from Salesforce. And these are all folks who come to the tour. I don't know why they come to the tour. And they're all shaking their heads. I don't think they know why either.
I think that's because it's their job.
They're giving the sign that either they're pleading the fifth or they can neither confirm nor deny.
Maybe they just don't want to be caught on audio.
Yeah, it could be the issue that they were afraid of the public relations folks hovering behind them, going, they did not approve that.
Mike looked.
We are excited to be here. We are so glad that you guys have come out to join us here today at the World Tour Chicago. We're here talking about Lightning. We've got a lot of great stuff coming out with Lightning. The summer release is amazing. So if you haven't checked it out, definitely go in and check it out. The Trailhead, oh my goodness.
8 new projects released today.
Trailhead is on fire.
Yes. And if you go in the back over there, there's the Camp Quick Start there. It's packed. A lot of people want to just get their badges, get hands-on, and learn Salesforce.
There's a new project on Trailhead that's cat-oriented. And it's not a joke this time. It's an actual real project.
Okay, so Michael, call a spade. Summer 17, split view.
Love it. Love it.
Just the second I saw that, seriously, if you're not on Lightning for split views, and the new Lightning experience page.
I tell you what, Mike, my favorite feature is keyboard shortcuts, because you know what? I hate the mouse. I hate taking my hands off the keyboard. Like I've used a mouse in 10 years. But we have keyboard shortcuts in Lightning. Have you used them? Have you checked them out?
I like trackpads.
All you have to do is hit Command ? And you got a welcome mat that shows you all the shortcuts that are available in Lightning. It's crazy. It's great. You don't have
I did not know that.
Now, is that console only or all of Lightning?
Here's the trick. Some of those keyboard shortcuts are for console, but they work everywhere. So check it out.
I love keyboard shortcuts.
Me too.
So we have a booth focusing on Salesforce certification and a whole place dedicated to the Trailhead. So Mark Ross is coming up, and he's filling in his name. They click the button, and there, lo and behold, he's got 3 certifications, including it looks like he got certified as admin back in 2013, and he's got the dev certification. Mark, that certification is no longer valid. You need to replace that.
I'm grandfathered, okay?
Yeah, you need to replace that. And he recently, in August of 2016, got the Service Cloud certification. That's very good. And his reward for this is a shirt that says certified. That's a mistake, Mark. That's clearly supposed to say certifiable.
Yes, I am able to be certified. That is correct.
As is everyone able to be Salesforce certified. So you should definitely come down and make sure and check out a certification booth, because it'll tell you all about the different certifications and the ways that you can get them.
Yes, that's right. You're all certifiable, every one of you.
And the last step on our tour of the World Tour is all about Trailhead. So they have a trading post here where you can get a whole bunch of stuff regarding what you want to do on Trailhead.
Astro dolls.
And then there is the camp. What does that say?
Camp Quick Start.
A Camp Quick Start, where people are sitting down and actually doing Trailhead modules, which is a really nice thing if you don't have time to actually do Trailhead on your own and you wanted to get a chance to do it. You can come to one of these events. I'm sure it'll be at Dreamforce, and you can fill out and start Trailhead.
And some of these, I don't know if this one does, but some of these World Tours have had specialty badges. So if you actually complete a badge while you're at the event, they'll give you another badge. I got one from DC that had Cody in a fake wig. It was awesome.
And that completes our circuit of the World Tour. So there's looks like they're going to set up drinks, and we're running back to the admin theater because Mark has to go do his presentation. And I should probably look at my slides because I don't remember what my 5 tips were. Wizardcast is produced by Brian Kwong and Mark Ross, directed by Brian Kwong and Mark Ross, technical administration by Brian Kwong and Mark Ross, script writing by Brian Kwong and Mark Ross, audio editing by Brian Kwong and Mark Ross, website maintenance by Brian Kwong and Mark Ross, finger food eaten by Brian Kwong and no one else. Mine, oh mine. And our intern this episode was, you. Yeah, you have the tray of dessert cones. Yeah, thanks.
Send us your interview suggestions, jokes, videos, tips, and feedback to wizardcast@thewizardnews.com, or head over to thewizardnews.com and click Contact Wizardcast.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Wizardcast or receive our next episode automagically.
And please post reviews on iTunes. It helps us to share the episode and the podcast to those who may not know about it.
And if you do know someone that doesn't know about it, you should tie them down and make them listen all the way from episode 1. Yeah,
Brian.
Fine. Once again, I'm Brian.
And I plead the fifth.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.
Say that last. Say that again.
Listening.
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 Okay.
Still want to know where you've been.